It's on. Friday Football Fever. Brought to you by Arizona Health Exercise Equipment.
Give me the ball! Busy on him. Let's go!
Give Marana High School players the ball, and the Tigers will probably put it in the end zone. How's your energy, Southern Arizona? Welcome to the Friday Football Fever. Good evening to you. I'm Paul Cicala. We'll check in with Ari Alexander in just a bit. Last Friday was considered week 0, and now in week 1, all the teams from Southern Arizona were back in action, smacking helmets on the football field. So let's get right into it. It was a tough opening night for Mountain View, having to host mighty South Point this evening in Marana. First quarter, South Point Lancers up 7-0, and running back John Robinson McLeod is doing it and doing it and doing it well. He is about to rumble for 57 yards to make the score. South Point 14, Mountain View 0. On to the second quarter we go. South Point's up 17-0, and how about the long bomb? 51 yards later, it is another touchdown. South Point is cruising, and the Lancers win big, 34-0. Lancers move to 2-0. Saguaro High was opening its season at home against Eastside rival Sabino. They are so fired up, the Cougars sacked themselves. Ouch. That's kind of how things went for the Cougars all night. Here, Sabino quarterback Alex Bell feels the pressure, so he will tuck it away and take it up the middle himself, spinning and grinning all the way to the end zone. 35 yards later at 7-0 Sabino, and still in the first quarter, Alex Bell will air it out again to Will Offerman. First and goal, SaberCats, and Alex will answer the bell again. This time, Bell hits Isaiah Smotherman. That's a touchdown. Sabino's on a roll and cruises to a 41-13 victory. With Jake Campos moving up the administration ladder, new Sabino coach Ryan McBrayer seems to have the SaberCats continuing strong. All right, now from the Far East to an unfamiliar sight for high school football, we are talking the Keno Sports Complex. Here's Ari Alexander.
Tucson High's Gridley Field was damaged by monsoon rains and still hasn't recovered, so that means the home of Major League Soccer preseason training. FC Tucson is also the site of high school football tonight. But the cheerleaders from Tucson High felt right at home at this game as the Tucson High Badgers would go against Mountain Ridge tonight, and we're going to start this game with a punt return from Tucson High's Octavius Thomas, and Thomas will put the Badgers in good field position for that Tucson Badger offense. Badgers still working the kinks out though, and Jesus Montano will have to fall on the fumble. Tucson will be forced to punt. That would set up Mountain Ridge's Aaron Fannensteel, and he is headed right into your living room, so get the nachos out of the way. He is going to knock them over. Tucson gets it back, and Montano will throw it to Daniel Solomon for the touchdown pass. Badgers get the lead. They wouldn't give it up. They get the win. Final score 24-14. Tucson High gets the win. We're going to go even further north. I don't really know. I'm not very good at cardinal directions. To Marana, where the Tigers host the Cienega Bobcats in the battle of two top quarterbacks. Second quarter down 3-0. Marana, the fake punt run, and they're going to have to measure it, and that says Marana first down. That'll set this up. Trenton Bourget, a slip screen to Tion Simmons, and Simmons is gone. 64-yard touchdown, 7-3. Marana takes the lead in the second quarter, and he's got a message. Give me the ball. And we knew Jamari Joyner would do something when he has the ball. 4th and 2, Joyner enough time in the pocket to make himself an avocado toast, and then he is going to run around the end and continue up the field. That is the Arizona commit. Joyner inside the 10. Couple of snaps later, it is touchdown, Jamari Joyner. Final score, Cienega in a thriller, 57-50. And back at Mountain View, a little parking lot action. Check it out.
There are hundreds of cars in every high school parking lot on Friday night, but not many like these.
This is our first car show of the year, and we hope to have at least, I don't know, a couple more. Yeah. But we actually have students' cars that they work on and with their families and finish.
Mountain View High's Auto Club has kids putting in hours, finding them and fixing them so they can display them on Football Friday.
Our auto shop is a career and technical education class, so this is part of our community here at Mountain View.
Kevin Gonzalez is quite proud of his old Chevy Nova, a car he put 900 hours into remodeling.
This is the original paint on it. Original seats, original body, vinyl top is custom.
And he turned it into a beauty.
Well, this car right now has about $15,000 in it.
Which means sometimes the show isn't on the field. It's in the parking lot. In Marana, Ari Alexander, News for Tucson.
Hey, thanks a lot, Ari. Now let's cruise our way into another matchup for bragging rights in Cochise County. We are talking the rivalry game between Bisbee and Douglas High School. Get this, the two squads have matched up 147 times since 1906. It is one of the oldest rivalries in the nation, and as you can see, the crowds continue to be animated as the teams go toe-to-toe. Every year, it is all about border Southwest bragging rights, with the winner getting his name etched into the copper pick. And early on, it'd be Douglas coming through. That was Christian Estrella bulldozing forward, and then they put it into the end zone to put Douglas up 7-0. Later, Bisbee's Tony Samaniego, the quarterback, will find his man for the first down. Hard to read the Bisbee numbers. After that, he is going to go long once again. Samaniego airs it out. And oh yeah, that's a completion into the fourth quarter. Last look, it was 22-21 Bisbee. All right, on to Flowing Wells High School, where the Caballeros hosted Buena High out of Sierra Vista. And check out quarterback Dylan Allison about to air it out to Nicholas Anderson, and then a fight for the ball. Possession goes to the receiver. The player was called back for offensive pass interference anyway. Later, with 2 minutes left, and fourth down, Allison throws to Nicholas Anderson, but again, Brian Reels from Buena breaks up the play. The Colts win 14-7. All right, we're far from over with. After the break, more sports in addition to a Southside showdown along the Santa Cruz River between Pueblo and Sunnyside. Ampa and Toya will also duke it out. Plus, we will head to Arizona Stadium as the Cats gear up for NAU.
That's right. It was the Beanie Bowl tonight and Meet the Team night at the U of A. We'll have much more with Coach Rich Rod and his boys as the Friday Football Fever rocks on.
It's on. Friday Football Fever. Brought to you by Arizona Health Exercise Equipment.
Welcome back to the Friday Football Fever. How's your energy, my high school football fans? I'm Paul Cicala, Ari Alexander standing by. But first, quick reminder, you can see all of the scores for all the big games on our ticker. It is right below. We will have full rundowns on KVOA.com. Also, we'll check in with the U of A football team after their Beanie Bowl in just a bit. But for now, let's get back into it high school style, shall we? Let's respect the block as we continue for a Southside battle along the Santa Cruz River with host Pueblo taking on Sunnyside. Right off the bat, Ricardo Medina will hand it off to the big man, Omar Ibanez. Making it happen, Captain. Sunnyside would get the ball back, and Pueblo is D'ing it up here. Daniel Silvas comes through with a quarterback sack of Joe Fuentes, and then more defense. Take a look at the pursuit of Julio Carino, showing much Carino. Chasing down Sunnyside's Willie Rose. It'd still be scoreless headed into the second quarter. And then it is Sunnyside's turn to flex his defensive muscle. Fourth and long, and Ricardo Medina's pass will be intercepted by Alex Alvarado at the 1-yard line for Sunnyside. It was a defensive struggle throughout the first half, with it being scoreless into the third quarter. And get this, in the end, Pueblo survived with a 7-6 victory. Meanwhile, Ampi travels to the west side to take on Toya. Let's pick things up in the second quarter. It is fourth and long for Ampi, and they'll try a fake punt, but Jose Garcias will be stopped hard by Christian Diaz-Guzan. He's like, hey, you don't want any of this. Moving on, this could be a candidate for a play of the night from Ari Alexander. Check out Toya's Jordan Porter scrambling for his life. He can't find a receiver, so instead he takes it himself, and Porter's gone with the win. Just like that, Toya leads 21-0. As you can see, the reigning Jack in the Box Player of the Week is completely gassed, but still giving props to the Lord. And on the ensuing kickoff, Ampi's Jacob Thomas is coming full blast down the sideline, and he's going to turn it into a night's return for Ampi, but definitely not enough tonight. Toya moves to 2-0 after the 50-0 victory. Hey, moving on from just south of A Mountain to Malakila High School to Arizona Stadium in the U of A. Ari Alexander joins us with more on a unique event, the Wildcat football team.
Paul, you always ask us how our energy is, but I feel like no one ever asks you how your energy is. So
great on Friday Football Fever nights, that's for sure.
That is good to hear. On the way, Arizona football is a week away from hitting the field against NAU, and tonight the annual Beanie Bowl. And apart from a walkthrough on the field, it's also an hour autograph session and a meet the greet event at Arizona Stadium. Back to the walkthrough, of course, trying to avoid injury importance, a little light contact, but check out Brandon Dawkins handing the ball off. We'll be doing that a lot this year. Nick Wilson would take it into a touchdown. Then the white squad, Andrew Tovar will get some playing time, gives it to Noah Pettinger. That would be some scout team football. Then the action on the field. It's time to meet with the fans. Wildcats looking to recover from last year's 3-9 season. Now let's get to the Friday Football Fever play of the week. We're going to go to Sabino and Saguaro, where it's going to be quarterback Alex Bell who will make the run. And Alex Bell is going to point out that you use your O button on the PlayStation 4 to do the little spin move there. On his way to the end zone, 3 touchdowns in the air, 1 on the ground. Possible player of the week, definitely play of the week for Alex Bell from Sabino.
Hey, Sabino looking good this year, that's for sure. That Eastside rivalry continues strong, but Sabino wins big against Saguaro once again. It's that time of the night we look forward to the least, the end of our show. And hey, don't forget, you can watch this Friday Football Fever special over and over and over again.
And over and over
by going
again.
to KVOA.com.
That's right, Paul. Also on our website, additional footage from the games in the stands, things you didn't see in this broadcast. That's bonus action on KVOA.com.
And I'll tell you one thing, Ari, there's more plays from Sabino High School against Saguaro that you have to see as well. That's going to be on KVOA.com. As you mentioned, we have lots of additional coverage.
Marana-Cienega game was a big one, too. You're going to want to see a lot of plays from that one as well.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. So once again, KVOA.com is the place for you to go after our show so you can see those highlights that you didn't see on this show, because time is up, my friends. For Ari Alexander, I'm Paul Cicala, wishing you a positive, productive weekend filled with lots of football via, as mentioned, KVOA.com. Enjoy our montage of more high school highlights. Give me the ball!
And you're watching the Friday Football Fever!